Good morning, risers. Welcome to Sunrise Fitness with the Well Fit Club. I am Camila McDonald, your personal trainer and lifestyle change coach. And today we are going to be tackling upper body burn. We're working our full upper body today through a circuit of 7 exercises that we're going to repeat a few times. Today you're going to need a pair of dumbbells, you're going to need your mat, you're going to need a sturdy chair, and I would love for you to grab some water so you can sit throughout the workout. So go grab your equipment and we will be right back after the break.
Where the difference is made, where titles are decided, where respect is earned. Excel here and you could go down in history. It's the final third. CVM TV's weekly JPL preview show every Sunday, starting 30 minutes before our live broadcast. Get insight, analysis, and hear from your favorite players weekly, just before we bring you our feature broadcast for the day. Move from defense to attack and join us in the final third. This and every Sunday until the end of the JPL season.
Every dream conquered is another dream gained. I land and I fly again like a jet plane. Headed straight in your direction, 'cause I'm wiser, one step closer. I'm winning 'cause I work so hard. And the music keeps on playing, and the people them I say we are my show tonight. Oh, what a feeling! Don't stop dreaming. Keep on believing in the power of the feeling. Whatever you want, take a chance. Song in your heart, step in your dance. You got a spark, don't put it down. Shine your lights
Welcome back. We're going to jump right into upper body burn, and we're going to start as always with our warm-up. So I want you to start jogging on the spot. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. That's it. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Now we're going to go into some scoops right here. Scoop all the way down. Get your arms in motion. Keep your core tight. Prepare your mind for all that is about to come. That's it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to pull up, pull, and step, step, other side. Pull, step, step, other side. Pull, step, step, other side. Pull, step, step, and jog on the spot. That's it. Breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. We're going to hop from side to side right here. Good. We are going to work our upper body today. So proud of you for waking up and joining us today. And let's get the arms going forward and shake them out. Let's take them to the back. Great. And again, forward. We're gonna jog in between, right here, jog it out. That's it, and then we're gonna take it to the back. Ready, to the back. Whew. That's it. Now we're gonna work our torso right here, so we're just going to push it out, over to the right, to the back, to the side. Other direction, back, side, front, side. Again, front, side, back, side. We're getting warm here. That's it. Front, side, back, side. Now I want you to just rotate all the way around. All the way around. That's it. All right, a few more seconds. Then we're gonna jump straight into the workout in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's go. So grab your dumbbells. We're gonna start with a lat raise to forward raise. I want you to point your toes forward. Slight bend of the knees, chest up nice and tall, core tight. Ready, and go. Lat raise to forward raise. Let's go. Lat raise, forward raise. Good job, guys. Lat raise to forward raise. Let's go. We're knocking these reps out. Getting stronger with each one. That's it. All the way up to shoulder height. 3 more seconds. Woo! 3, 2, and 1. All right, now we're gonna go into jumping jacks with our weights. All right, get them hair up on your shoulders, and we're gonna start with the low impact version. 30 seconds. Ready, and go. So everybody start with me right here. All the way up, stepping out. That's it. 15 seconds here, and then we're gonna jump into the full-blown jump if you can. If not, you're gonna stay right here. We're going up with both arms. Ready? If you can, join me. Push up. That's it. Raise up. Legs out. You got this. Woo! 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so we're gonna go all the way over. Flat back, flies, squeeze. Then we're gonna go up, upward row, right here. Over, flat back, squeeze your shoulder blades, up, core tight, upward row. That's it. And up, upward row. Down. Let's go. Up, upward row. Looking good, guys. Over, squeeze. That's it. We're almost there. Let's go. All the way over. Squeeze. Last one. And up. All right, weights down. High knees, starting with low impact. So this is here if you need it. Up 30 seconds. All right. Notice the speed and power. If you can, join me for high knees in 3, 2, 1, and go. If not, stay right there. Get those knees all the way up. Good job. Woo. That's it. All the way up. You got this. In 4, 3, 2. All right, grab the sturdy chair, y'all. We're going into our triceps. Okay, this is upper body burn. So turn your palms in, walk your legs out on the soles of your feet and down, up and down. That's it. Upper body burn. Let's go. Woo. Squeeze them out. Let's get some strong triceps. You're doing so well. Up and down. Let's go. A few more seconds here. You got this. 4, 3, 2, and squeeze out the last one. Very good. All right, we're going on the mat. Up, up, down, down planks. All right. All right, so now we're gonna head up on our elbows in a plank position. We're gonna walk up to the palms of our hands and walk back down. Up and down. Up. Keep that core tight and strong. Up and down. Stay parallel to the floor. Try not to do too much rocking. And down. Let's go. Up and down. Last one. Up and down. That's it. All right, you're gonna grab your dumbbells. We're going to go into a sit-up and overhead press. All right, so the sit-up we're going to keep at an angle. So coming all the way down, up, press up, down, up, and press up. Keeping at an angle so you keep the core nice and engaged right here. Press up, get nice and strong, over, up, press up, last one, over, up, and press up. All right, that is the first round. Sip some water, We're gonna go right back into it. All right, guys, take a deep breath in. Really pull the arms here. Give them a nice stretch because we're about to do that all over again. Get ready. Up and over. Take a deep breath in. Shake it out. And let's go again. Ready? Grab those dumbbells. We're going into lat raise, forward raises. Slight bend of the knees. Chest up, core tight. Ready? And go. Lat raise and forward raise. We're stopping both at shoulder height. Right here. All the way up. Very good. It's not uncommon for one of your arms to be stronger than the other. All right. So look out for that. Today we are strengthening our upper body. We're almost there. Whew. Very good. Last set, last set. And up. Okay, get the weights onto the shoulder. Ready, 15 seconds, low impact, and go. Raise up, stepping out, raise up, raise up, raise up, raise up. That's it, step out. We're gonna go into our jacks now. Ready, and go. That's it. You can do this. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Straight into lateral raises, bent over into our upright rows. Ready, and go. Over, up. Very good. And over, and up. Again, over, and up. That's it, sunrisers. We got this. Let's go. Over and up. Last one. Over and up. Excellent. Weights down. High knees. 30 seconds. Low impact or high impact. Let's go. Go, go, go. Give me your energy. We're almost through this. Ladies and gentlemen, you got this. Whew. Work for the burn. Work for the good health. Let's do this together. Keep going. Drive those knees up. Energy, 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 energy. 4, 3, 2. Very good. All right, grab your chair. We're going straight into triceps. Ready? 3, 2, 1. On that elevated heart rate. Let's go. Down and up. Squeeze. Woo. Very good. Squeeze. Down and up. Very good. You got this. Down and up. Almost there. 10 more seconds. Stay with me, guys. Power through this. You're getting stronger if it's burning, okay? This is not the time to quit. All right, let's go. For those of you just watching me and lying in your bed, this is the time to join. Ready? I'm inviting you. 3, 2, 1. And let's go. 30 seconds. Up and down. You can all do this one, okay? Up. If not, you can just stay in a plank position. If you can't manage this just yet, up. And watch yourself get stronger each week. Up. And down. Up. And down. Last one. Up. And down. All right. Grab those dumbbells. Going up to the sit up. Overhead press. Ready. In 3, in 2, in 1, and go overhead, sit up at an angle, down. So stop here, right here, about a 45-degree angle, okay? Whew. Hold your core nice and tight. And up. And up and up. All right, we did that. We have one more round to go. Last round, best round. Shake it out. Let's get ready. We're gonna stretch the arm out right here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Up and over. Woo! I know you guys are feeling that because I am. All right. Good job, guys. Stay with me. This is your time that you have created for yourself. Make it worth it. Ooh. Shake it out. All right. Last round, best round. We got this.
Tell me something that makes a bubble bath even more enjoyable.
Candles. Music. Another person?
It was going so well. Until...
How about some toys?
Your daughters are so embarrassed.
all new.
Good answer.
Family Feud.
Brought to you by We Are the Caring Store, waiting to serve you. It's time to experience independent living. Visit us today.
We are back for season 2 of Corner Office. We are highlighting small businesses, hard-working Jamaicans who are doing their own thing in their own spaces. People who are in their role, bossing up their role.
Let's go! Let's get it!
It's not if you own the company or not, it's how you own the role. Ice cream is coming. Guess what? It is your Corner Office. Season 2, bigger and better. And guess what? You don't think it's not yet? Check it out. We're there in the place. Undercover. Easy yourself.
Ready, we're starting with our lat raise and forward raise. Let's go, guys. Take a sip of water right now if you need it real quick, not too much. Toes pointing forward, slight bend of knees, chest up, abs tight. Are you ready? Let's go. Lat raise and forward raise. Let's go. Lat raise and forward raise. Let's go. Lat raise and forward raise. Woo. Lat raise and forward raise. Let's go. Lat raise. Last one. Forward raise. All right. 15 seconds. One at a time, isolation, and then we'll join them together. Ready? Go. Right and left. Right and left. Let's go. Right and left. Right. If you can, join me for jacks. Try and push it out. Last set. Ready? Go. You got this. Push it. Push it. In 4, 3, 2, and last one. Very good job. All right, now bent over flies to upright rows. Are you ready? Let's go. Over, up, upright rows. Get those elbows all the way out to the side. That's it. Nice and strong. We're working on those toned arms. Okay, out. That's it. Up. Let's go. Over and up. Almost there. Over and up. Let's squeeze out last one. Over and up. All right, weights down. High knees straight into it. Go. Push it, guys. Last set, best set. You got this. Just take a deep breath. Imagine your most fittest, healthiest self. And let's go after that person. Let's go. Move with purpose. Let's do this. Drive those knees up. Woo. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Triceps. Let's go, guys. We almost have completed this circuit. We just have a few more exercises. Ready, and go. Down and up. Ooh. That's it. I know you can feel your heart racing. It's the one sure way that we know we're alive, right? Our hearts are beating and we're breathing, so we give thanks. Down and up. Ooh. That's it. 10 more seconds here. Work through it, work through it. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Put that chair to the side. Step onto your mats. Up, up, down, down. Planks. Ready? In 4, 3, 2, and go. Down and up. Let's go. Down and up. Focus. Down. Keep your spine neutral and up. Let's go. Down and up. Whew. Down and up. 2 more. Down and up. Last one. Down and up. All right, so we're gonna roll onto our backs for our final exercise of the circuit and of this workout before we go into our cool down. And we're going into our sit-up with our overhead presses. Ready? Whew. And go. And up. Down and up. Focus. Down and up. Down and up. Let's go. Down and up. Last one. Down and up. If you still have strength in your arms, give yourself a clap. You did that. I know. That was good. That was a challenge. But that's what we're here to do. We're here to challenge you because there is no change without a little challenge, okay? So let's take a deep breath in right here. Exhale it out. Let's deep breath in again through the nose. And exhale it out. We're gonna stretch the arms across right here. We are so grateful for every single session, every workout that you join us for. Let's go up and over. Just cool down right here. Let's start to visualize what we want from our day today. Make sure that your choices reflect all of your goals. And never make a decision in the moment just for the moment, okay? Always think about your future and what you're striving for. That's it, give it a stretch. So now we're gonna twist our torso. You're gonna take your right palm, put it by your left knee, take your left palm behind you and twist looking over your left shoulder. That's it. And other side. This is one of my favorite stretches. All the way. Nice. Let's take one last breath in, getting your belly involved. So we're gonna, on the inhale, you're gonna expand your tummy. And then on the exhale, we're gonna let that oxygen out. Okay, ready? Inhale. Feel your belly rise and exhale it out. Thank you so much for joining us for another workout here on Sunrise Fitness. But do not go anywhere. We have a very, very important wellness tip after the break.
Hey you know all the people in your business?
You should take advantage of CVM TV's unbeatable small business advertising package. Trust me.
And get your goods and services in front of your customers today.
For $150,000, you get a high-quality professional commercial.
Plus 20 prime-time commercial spots. That's massive exposure at a fraction of the cost.
Including on the #1 morning show in Jamaica, Sunrise.
So don't wait. Call us on 658-208-5377 and see your business goals happen right here on CVM Television.
Welcome, the Wizard of Love. I'm here to cast a spell. Enough people run into me on the road and I say, yes, they know me. And they say, Omar from the Virgos.
I used to listen to your music while I was studying for Common Entrance.
Yeah. Why not? Don't do that.
That gap in third form because I didn't.
You feel like they all be a third form? Do you miss having that life of an artist?
Boy, I can answer that first.
My one solution is my queen, cause she stays strong.
The man have the kind of voice.
Auto-tune.
Hold on. You take the word out of him. The man coming like him swallow. Like, bro.
The Cut, brought to you by Flo and Rare Nephew.
Now I'm where I wanna be.
In a world where innovation meets tradition, agriculture is evolving like never before. From the latest sustainable farming technologies to age-old practices passed down through generation, agriculture is
precious to me.
I love the animals. I don't mind getting my hands dirty. I love working.
Join us right here on CVM TV every Sunday during news at 7 as we explore the people, the science, and the breakthroughs that are shaping the way we grow, eat, and live. You don't want to miss it. This is Farming Forward.
Welcome back to Sunrise Fitness with the WellFit Club. We just powered through an awesome workout, and as always, we explore one of the pillars of WellFit. Today's pillar is Eat Well, and one of the surest ways to improving your health pretty much immediately is by adding more fiber to your diet. Consuming enough fiber every single day will help you to manage your weight, support your digestive system, promote a healthier gut, as well as fend off heart disease and type 2 diabetes. So here at Sunrise Fitness, we recommend 25 grams a day for women and 38 grams a day for men. And most Jamaicans are not even getting half of that. All right? So I want you to give your health a full makeover just by adding these 3 simple high fiber foods to your diet. So let's start off with avocados or pears, when they are in season, of course. So they are nutrient-dense, versatile fruits that can be eaten alone or used in a variety of tasty recipes, from soups to salads to smoothies, guacamole. I like to add them to my smoothies for creaminess and, of course, to boost fiber intake. Beans are also a very versatile, fiber-rich food with protein and iron. Black beans for me are a staple for so many dishes, including my black bean burgers. Chickpeas are also awesome. I love to roast them and season them for a crunchy snack or just add them to salads. Then we have chia seeds. They are easy to add to any meal. They're particularly high in fiber and also one of the richest sources of omega-3 fatty acids that are plant-based. Now, chia seeds are maybe a little more expensive, but a little bit goes a long way, so it will last you for longer. All right? So again, that is fiber. Try and add avocados or pears. Try and add lots of beans to your diet, and definitely chia seeds. All right? Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you for another workout right here on Sunrise Fitness with the WellFit Club.
This is what my baby said to me, Lord. Oh, dear. She says she She want a good life, no one to cause her pain and strife. She want a good life, no man to cause her pain and strife. She don't want no unsteady relationship, one with a rock like a rocking ship. Want a love that's steady as can be, one that brings back memory. She want a good life, no man to cause her pain and strife. She say she want a good life, no man to cause her pain and strife. She's been in and out of love.
My man don't cause no pain and strife.
That's right.
Say I have a good life. My man don't cause no pain and strife. La 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 la.
That's why you got to be a
good wife. Cause the man don't cause your pain and strife. All the good wives, good morning to you. All the good girlfriends, all the good partners.
Yes.
Cocoa tea of blessed memory. We want a good life and
Calvin.
we're unapologetic about that. Sir Calvin, gone but not forgotten, his legacy will forever live on. Good morning to all of you in TV land who want a good life, working towards a good life, and who are contributing toward having a good life.
We deserve to have a good life.
Absolutely. And Dennis, you know what? The people who would want to make you feel guilty for wanting a good life, you need to shun them. There are people who make you feel guilty for wanting good things, for wanting the best for yourself, for wanting the best for your children, for wanting the best for your family. They want you to just aspire to be mediocre at all times.
Because
and
they
many
want
times,
company.
because they want company. Sure. Because misery loves company.
No.
Don't be afraid to want a good life. You deserve it. You should have it. You should aspire for that, right? And as a matter of fact, I think God said we should occupy until he comes, right?
Exactly.
And all the good things will come unto you.
We must have dominion.
A dominion, right? And so a lot of people are sometimes in a quandary like,
no. There's no need for a quandary.
Really want rich.
There's no need for a quandary.
I don't really want wealthy.
No.
Money is root to all evil. Oh my God.
That's not
I think
what it
poverty
actually said. No,
is the root.
It's the love.
And the love of money.
Yeah?
And I think
the
Dennis,
obsession.
and you know what, Dennis, though, I think poverty causes a lot of problems too, and a lot of evil, because sometimes
poverty
people are
is a more expensive lifestyle than you're thinking of. Poverty is I always say poverty is a very expensive lifestyle.
Yeah, I think that a lot of times because people's backs are against the wall, and not that poverty causes you to be a criminal, because I think that whether you're rich or poor, if you are a criminal, you are a criminal. I don't necessarily think that the two are inextricably linked.
They
but
aren't.
I think that sometimes a certain situation and circumstance can
provides
make people
the
avenue,
environment, the ecosystem
for certain things. Because you have enough poor people who are honest, who are upstanding, who are hardworking, who are diligent, and who are decent people. You know what I mean?
Well, what I often tell like my students is
Dennis taught everybody, by the way. Dennis taught even the disciples who did make the audition. Dennis.
What I will often say is this: poverty is not the lack of things. It's not merely the lack of things. Because if poverty was merely the lack of things, then you could give people things and they wouldn't be poor anymore. But how often have you seen people get things and within months or a few years they are poor again?
True.
So clearly poverty is not about the absence of things.
And
it
even when you give them the
about,
things, sometimes they still make bad decisions and still do the criminality.
Which is why poverty is often the absence of the right values and the right ideas. And that is why there are people who have a lack of things, but they emerge out of quote unquote poverty or impoverished conditions
situations,
because they have the right set of values,
moral
they have the right
standards,
set of ideas, they have the right information, they have the right disposition.
Agreed.
And so poverty is not merely about not having stuff. Because it's not our stuff that makes us
because you have a lot of people who have
poor.
stuff and they're still bankrupt
from
moral
morally
values.
Bankrupt.
They have no characteristics. They're strong character. You know what I mean? So for me, but I want people to understand that wanting the best for yourself, wanting to dress well, to live well, to drive the best, eat the best, there's nothing wrong with that at all. And you should not deny or deprive deprive yourself, provided that you don't encroach on somebody else's freedom or their rights, or you're not a thief, you're not a scammer, you're not, you know what I mean, you're not doing anything illegal or illicit or ungodly.
Yes.
You know, but if you want good things
no, man.
in a life,
no,
you know what I mean?
No good thing will he withhold from them who walk uprightly. And also, he came that we might have life.
Amen.
And have it more abundantly.
Amen.
So I'm believing in abundant life on this Tuesday morning.
That is it.
Tuesday morning. No, man.
Evangelist Dennis.
There's amen. Amen. I'm claiming that. But no, there's even a school with a motto about life abundant. I can't remember which one I school them. Send me in the comments which one of the school has a motto
about abundance and having
life abundant. Like their motto is like how
Merle Grove said, "Labor omnia winked." Hard work overcomes all difficulties.
Right, and St. Catherine High is presses et opera omnia vincit.
Yeah.
Pray and work conquer all.
Yeah.
There is a school that has a motto where it's about life abundant, and it stems from that Bible. So like how you go Merle Grove and them teach that over and over and over.
Yes.
At that particular school, the name slips me now. Yeah, them preach life abundant.
So it's not the love of money that causes problems.
No.
It's not money that causes problems, right?
No.
It's the love of it.
Your
and
obsession with it.
And I think also, when you come into money, it brings out what is in you. Because if certain things are in you, then it's just not in you. If certain things are just not in you, I think money magnifies that which is already there.
Yeah. Like power.
Yeah, like power. You know what I mean?
Power.
So if you are an unkind person, you were always that way. It's just because of your situation why it never come out before. You know what I mean?
How you used to treat $100, you're probably going to treat $1 million.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so
and that is why a cruff with $1 million is still a cruff. Because as you said, you can get the things and guess what? You blow it up. It's like butter against sun.
Professor Rex Nettleford said, a butcher in a Benz is still a butcher.
There you go. Blessed memory. But I like your purple, and this is royal. You see this? Yes. We are family.
I decided I was going to wear it.
Purple with me. Hi, Chris from Sacred Pieces. I love this ensemble. I love it.
Yes.
What motivated the lilac and the purple?
Hold on, no. I said, let me wear a blazer that I've not worn in a while. Yeah. And I said, you know what? Mega shock Khadine today.
You see the smile on my face?
Mega shock Khadine today. I'm going to wear a version of purple.
No, it's not. It's in the family. It doesn't matter.
No. The Katrina notes said the bright people are going to say, that's not purple. The color police are going to say, oh, that's lilac.
Yeah, it's lilac. Well, it's in the family. And your pin is, what you call it, a rose? Yeah, a pin, right? It's
what do you call
it? We love it.
Back in the 80s, it would have been a brooch.
A brooch. I love
remember when brooch used to wear?
As we broach the topic.
Remember when brooch used to wear at church?
Yeah, I used to wear brooch, but that's how you do it now, you know? You forget Jane for style.
Them still call it brooch?
Yeah.
Really?
It's all brooch, yeah.
What makes a brooch and not a pin?
I guess the fandangles were upon it.
Oh.
Yeah, because the pin just, you understand? Yeah. Big up all who have brooch in them closet, you know what I mean? And who wear brooches to church and to work.
You pick out a brooch?
Brooch, and you put it on right here, so, and it's just nice. But I love this, so.
Thank you.
Yeah, congrats.
Thank
and
you.
welcome to the purple side of things. I love it for you, Dennis, on this March 18, 2025. Good morning to Anya's Closet. Yeah, for this wonderful dress. Hi, Anya. Anya always has some really nice pieces. You can check her out. Thank you so much. Thank you, Anya. Our person's, thank God. You know what I mean? You see, Anya.
It looks good, Anya.
I'm out. You see that? If you're catching, they're catching. It looks good, Anya. Thank you so very much to the young lady who asked me. But thank you for your kind compliment, and it's always great. So, guys, I want you to feel good about wanting good things, and also please make an effort to surround yourself with that, because you know what, Dennis? Sometimes people say they want something, but they're doing everything opposite to what they really want. Yeah. You know what I mean?
They don't really want it.
Exactly. Probably like the idea of it, but you don't really want the thing. But guys, good things nice and good things fit we, and we're going to work and we're going to wait our turn.
That's right.
And we're going to plant those seeds so
and bear
that
fruit
we
in
will,
our season.
in our season, because there's a time to sow, there's a time to reap, there's a time to enjoy, there's a time to sleep, there's a time to, do all things under the sun. Happy birthday to all the persons born on this day, March 18. One such is Liam Anthony Nash. He turns 6 years old today. Hi, Liam.
Hey, Liam.
Look at the Combs. Oh my God, your entire family loves you, sweetie. Your father, your daddy, your mommy, your brothers and your sisters, and of course your Uncle Daniel and Auntie Miss Kitty and Uncle Dennis.
Aww.
And we absolutely, like when I see kids, like I just love them. Like, oh my
God. And him look like he's a really
I just want to hug and kiss them.
Yeah, just nice.
Just nice and like him not in trouble.
Yeah. Well, a boy picnic, so you have to give like a boy picnic trouble.
Yeah.
But boy picnic trouble are different business.
I don't call it trouble. I call it exploration.
Well.
I think so.
It's good for. I'm glad you view it that way. They
have to
explore on top of the settee top.
I know, but it just means that we have to be agile as parents. Don't stop them.
Remember one day, Mr. Jackson, I read one storybook. Lie down, cut him 10. I read one storybook. Pan the chest of dry top. Why do you want? What are you doing? Reading.
Yeah.
On the chest of jaw.
Because his house is big, it's great, yeah.
Oh,
and
God.
happy birthday as well, belatedly, to Nicholas Rees, two-time Olympian and director of Verticast Media. Happy birthday belatedly, sir. I hope that you had a beautiful day, and we wish for you many more. Lots of blessings from your family, your colleagues, everybody wants to wish you a happy birthday. Hope you enjoy yourself. And he used to specialize, Dennis, in the butterfly events. How cool is that? Can you do the butterfly in the water? I only can do the butterfly.
I can do the butterfly event, but if I'm standing.
What Tony Curtis sing? Do you catch the new brand lick butterfly? I don't know. When I'm in the water, to me, I look like Michael Phelps. But I feel like it just feels
silly.
Yeah.
You know whose birthday it was?
Whose?
And we missed it yesterday. It was actually Sunday.
Yeah.
And we missed it to say belated birthday greeting.
Oh, Jermaine King?
Jermaine King.
I know.
Jermaine King. Big up Jermaine King from Red Hills.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jermaine King, my
One
friend.
sound boss.
Thank you so very much. Enough love every
King.
time. One of the best and greatest engineers of all time.
Yeah, man.
Also just a good human being.
Yeah,
a great guy.
Yeah.
You know, so hardworking, diligent, loyal, trustworthy. I know Jermaine from him of ear until
from
now.
The Cane Row days.
From him earline did it right I saw till it reached road I saw.
Yeah.
You understand? I love you,
Long
Jermaine.
time.
Lots of love. Far where I come from. I'm so proud of you, and I wish you all the best. May God continue to bless and keep you, and may you long be happy, wealthy, healthy, and strong. And if you are celebrating your birthday today, happy birthday to you as well. And if you're celebrating your anniversary, happy anniversary. If you're locked and loaded to Sunrise each and every morning, thank you for making the smart choice and keeping your Queen Diva and Uncle Dennis in your face. You know what that means. Well, guess what? Right now, more some music.
Some music?
Music, yeah.
What's that, new music?
No, some people can't say music, they say music. Like what them say screenshot, them say scream. Scream shot.
Big scream?
Yeah, big scream.
All right.
And them say balloon, them say balloon.
Balloon? All right, music.
Run the music selector.
In the next
In the mixtape, hear that?
Let me tell you I'm gon' fade away. And you are the same. Now look,
Daddy, when the fights everybody's talking all the stuff about me. Why don't they just let me live? Tell me why I don't need no mention. Make my own decision. That's my prerogative. It's my prerogative. Oh yeah.
When we commit stress, might as well you dump the rest. When we commit stress, oh yes, might as well you dump the rest, yes. There you go again, talking off your face.
People come and say more than money. Love people come and say more than money. They say people love me, love me, love me, love me. Yeah, God bless, picking it. They say people love me, love me, love me, love me. Yeah, God bless, picking it. They say
is 6:15.
crunch you want with KFC's popcorn chicken. Delicious, crispy, irresistible. Now available in hot and spicy. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
JN Bank Small Business Loans is linked to so many stories of ordinary Jamaicans and their extraordinary success.
We're very proud to have helped small, medium, and micro businesses come to life and thrive over the years.
It's a demonstration of our strong belief in the business ambitions of Jamaicans. Come, talk to us. Tell us your business. Let's start a partnership and let your business plans appear in real life.
Sports fans, get off the sidelines and join the action with Just Bet. Bet on your favorite teams anywhere online at www.supremegames.com or visit one of our 100 locations island-wide. With enough games and the best odds, you can win big with Just Bet. Be a part of the game. Feel the thrill of winning. Join the action with Just Bet. Must be 18 years old or to bet. Game responsibly. Small business owners and independent contractors get affordable insurance with Sagicor Pro Shield. The time by Sagicor Life is
6:15.
This is combat racing. Best on best. Kenny versus Fred, fastest men alive. Masai versus Jasmine, the crown is hard to keep. Cole, Josh, Yara, are you lucky or good? Gabby, Sydney, Marlady, champions preside. This is where scores are settled, legends made, a festival of speed, 4 times every year. The race is on. Buy your tickets now.
Sports should be fun. Sports should be interesting. Sports should be entertaining. Sports should be riveting. This is CVM Sports. I'm Jordan Freight.
It is a beautiful sunrise, just like how it's a beautiful sunrise right here. And we are happy to be with you on a Tuesday morning here in Kingston, Jamaica. It's 21 degrees Celsius. We're not cold. We're not here. We're imagining we're cold and we just feel
nice and airy
and free,
tropical.
Yeah,
it's a blessing, Dennis. It's so funny
to live
the
in
things
this
that we often take for granted. Just some as simple as the only thing with which we have to contend, rain and sun.
Rain and sun, and then look out breeze. And yeah, it's good to be free, K. Good morning, TK.
Tell him no, TK, not free. You can't. Tell him say don't free.
Give on free.
No, that's a nerve.
Thank you, Miss Kitty. No, you don't come for free, but you are free and emancipated.
Amen. All right, you take it.
That's what I mean.
That's right. Okay. All right. Thanks for the clarity. Yes.
Great morning, one and all, especially those wearing thermals in the cold.
Yes.
Wherever you are.
We're sending our warmth.
To you.
But it's about to kind of change now because it's like spring,
Yeah.
So,
but it's the bipolar weather period. Like people are oh, it's spring, and them wear one jacket and then them post and they say, oh, it's so cold. I hate this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, let's jump into the headlines. What's up this morning? Marks and Seabright sworn in as government takes steps to streamline bureaucracy. In a significant move by the Jamaican government, Audrey Marks, the former U.S. ambassador, has been sworn in as minister without portfolio in the office of the Prime Minister. Her new role will see her focus on driving efficiency, fostering innovation, and championing digital transformation within the public sector. This appointment comes just days after her confirmation to the Senate. Alongside her, Delana Seabright, former senior tourism advisor, has been elevated to State Minister for Tourism, marking another key step in the government's broader strategy to boost tourism development. and this is according to the Jamaica House. These appointments are designed to reinforce the government's commitment to enhancing efficiency across public services and continuing the growth of the tourism sector. So some new news there.
I mean, these developments.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations,
Yeah,
first
to
of all.
Delano.
Yeah, Delano and Ambassador
Audrey,
Marks.
yeah.
Delano has been like the state minister in the Ministry of Tourism for like 8-9 years now.
He's like the partial state minister, you know what I mean?
He has been. You know, especially he has been toe to toe with
Minister Ed Bartlett.
And the truth is that when I saw it, I thought this is a good example of transition.
Yes.
Leadership. It's like when we've seen it in the past with Wickham McNeil, who is well known as a tourism person in politics, and then you saw Damien Crawford, who lectured in tourism, you know, being increasingly exactly. I know he was a very popular lecturer in that regard, and you saw him as state minister, and you could see a pathway.
I like that.
You know?
I don't like seeing like a shoemaker become a baker like that. You know what I mean? Because sometimes the appointment looks so incongruous. Like him, how him fit right so you know, he may or she may be better served elsewhere. You know what I mean? And so for me, it was a natural transition. And as Dennis said, it's like passing the baton and you know, setting up.
Because an important feature of good leadership is leadership transition.
Absolutely, changing of the guard.
Right, and so you can see that development. With Ambassador Marks, the funny thing is that, you know, especially in journalism and broadcasting circles, you heard whisperings for like a few years now. Oh, Audrey Marks, she's tipped to become a senator. Oh, and, you know, because people are like, okay, the next set of senators, who might they be? And you know, people were calling her name for a while. And if you're calling her name as a potential senator, you know, she could be a cabinet appointment for this or that or the other, you know, and so you're seeing that. There was a question about whether or not there is any duplication or overlap, and I'd love for the administration to possibly explain, because you hear the words digital transformation and efficiency and that kind of a thing, and she's a minister without portfolio. So she's a full minister. She's not a minister of state. She's a full minister, right? And minister of portfolio doesn't mean minister with nothing to do. Right?
You're busy still. You're employed.
Right. But understand the fact that the education minister, Dr. Dana Morris Dixon, had some element of transformation and efficiency and modernization in her portfolio. And so I saw questions online for people to just asking for clarity.
As to why the appointment?
No, as to the distinction between the two appointments.
Roles, okay.
You understand?
Well, Ambassador Marks, you know, she's a transformation and digital from Paymaster days till
Paymaster days, right.
Before paying bills online was a thing. She was a pioneer, the trailblazer in that regard, you know. And I think that her tenure as ambassador to the United States has also been good. So we want to congratulate her, as well as I want to congratulate the newly appointed ambassador to the United States, Anthony Anderson, Major General. Congratulations, sir. You know what I mean?
Indeed, he's somebody who was.
If you need anybody to introduce you on a stage,
he was somebody highly
This is what you can do, what you can do. You can do some sociology, something. You can write a speech for him. So you write the speech and me intro him. You understand? I work with Dennis.
Listen to the plans.
And you can the security.
And then I can also be his like legal liaison officer.
All right.
I can see that.
And you can work out his security strategy. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah. You see that? Hi, Ambassador Anthony Anderson. How are you? Good morning. Thank you so much. Yeah. Great.
So me I notice, me I watch you know. Me I watch you know.
Yeah. No, we have to
I'm just saying, you looking good in Washington, TK. I'm just saying.
And TK could organize like a play, a benefit play. You see that?
Yes.
And it would just have like an inaugural.
The cultural community, the Jamaican cultural community in Washington, you know.
The exchange.
You know, the theater diaspora,
see
that kind of a thing.
That's right. And we can get Audrey Reid for coming, Audrey the Queen Reid, get Oliver Samuels. And TK can direct that. And they would just organize it.
Because she a director or extraordinaire.
That's right.
Plenipotentiary.
Yeah.
Unfinished?
Deandra and Mario now
Are we
can come
finished?
video him.
Hear this
and
now,
Mario's work
the
out the
whole
tree play.
team.
Okay, you understand? Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to think futuristically.
Next
Red
up,
Book will say,
on,
you
what you
understand?
again?
Yes,
What,
sorry.
next up
Hi,
on the
Ambassador. Good morning, sir. Salute. That's right.
When Miss Kitty have a plan, you know, there's a plan. Next up on the headlines.
If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. We're not planning to fail.
That's
on
true.
TK. Good
That is
life.
true. That is
No man
true.
to cause of pain and strife.
Which is right. Which is right.
Because poor is wrong. Yes.
School suspensions under scrutiny, discipline and vacation. A heated debate over the effectiveness of school suspensions in Jamaica is brewing following a recent roundtable discussion hosted by the Jamaican Youth Advocacy Network, JAN. The session, which involves student leaders, education experts and other stakeholders, centered on the issue of youth violence and discipline within schools. While the National Parent Teachers Association of Jamaica, NPTAJ, continues to advocate for suspensions as a necessary tool for maintaining discipline, JAN has voiced concerns over their efficacy. JAN argues that suspensions, particularly for students from troubled communities, may do more harm than good, pushing them further away from education and positive engagement. In response, JAN has called for alternative disciplinary measures such as in-house suspensions and behavior-focused detentions. The NPTAJ, however, remains firm in its belief that traditional forms of discipline should be prioritized. So the benefits of suspension versus the effects.
I mean, it's an interesting debate. But I want the persons who are debating it to remember that this is not just like one school debate where the implications of your discussions mean nothing. You know, it's not some hypothetical conversation that you're having. It's actually school violence is a real thing.
Yes.
School discipline is a real thing.
Yes.
And I am still in favor of suspensions.
Absolutely.
As being one of the tools in the toolkit. I've always said that suspensions need not be something that we use willy-nilly.
But it needs to be on the table.
It needs to be on the
because
table.
If the child is unruly, TK, and normally when suspensions come, Dennis, it's not as a first resort.
No.
You'd have got a warning, you'd have gotten a reprimand, and then we're stepping it up. And I also say, this is now where a parent comes in, because education is a partnership between parent, teacher and student. So if you have a child that is troubled or giving trouble, disrupting the education for everybody else's children, why should your child now be a menace to all of us? And you know, if your child gets suspended, you as a parent, you have the onus is on you to find some schoolwork to give them to do, watch them, find them, get them therapy or do something.
But what I'm garnering from this is that some of those students, especially who give that kind of trouble, when you say, you know what, as a disciplinary measure, go home and spend 3 days or 5 days, that's like music to their ears. They're yes,
hold on, no, there are
no
different,
problem.
Hold on, no,
this
there
is
are different
fantastic,
kinds of
you know?
suspensions. There are different kinds of suspensions, and we can make. I advocate for making suspensions functional. So, for instance, because suspensions sometimes, depending on the offense, can be a necessary cooling off period.
Yes.
Okay. And so you need that kind of a cooling off period in order to put in place what is necessary for a reset. There need to be implications. Sometimes you need to remove the student from the environment in the same way that you use incarceration as a tool of, I'm going to pull you from the population, put you here and rehabilitate you and then reintroduce you into the population as a rehabilitated individual. I am saying that just suspension for the sake of suspension
is not enough.
As in taking you out,
just to take you out.
Not enough.
Without
so
more.
some of the times, a suspension, an in-school suspension is what is necessary, and I give you, and I have a remediation program for you.
But again, then it depends on the offense, because
it depends on the offense.
Sometimes we are focusing also, TK, just on the offender. What happens to the person, the student who has been offended? I need to also ensure that student feels safe in the school. They want to come to school. They want to learn. Because if your child's modus operandi is not to come and learn, then me need the right to suffer and make everybody else's life a living hell. You understand what I'm saying? So we also need to think about the students who are being affected by said bully or said person who is causing the upheaval.
Exactly.
In fear for my child to go to school, I'm afraid. Or come in, Mommy, I don't want to go to school because,
somebody's bullying.
I'm going to see you every day. No.
And the truth is that your child is not going to always say it. You have to be listening
and pick
find
up the
out
cues.
why is it that that
don't want
all
to
of
go.
a sudden they don't want to go, or they don't want to go to PE, or they don't specifically want to go to swimming or something like that. You have to listen carefully to the changes in their behavior, and that is something that I think as parents we have to do. I remember there was a time when at a particular school there was a punishment where the students did something that was seen as you disrespect the very uniform that you wear, and so you had to come to school, but you had to come to school
Black and white.
in black and white. Mighty God, the people start to, you're shaming and it's embarrassment and you're causing trauma, and okay, so what? So suspend them then.
What is the proper punishment?
My thing is the teaching. You're never going to find a solution that fits everyone. You have to think about the majority and what is in the greater interest of the majority of the students.
Yes.
So some people are going to always have a problem with everything and they have a solution to nothing. They find a problem for every solution, right? So you come with something, them a nitpick or whatever. Keep your pitney at your yard if them can't hear.
And the thing
and
is,
you bring them come here.
people outside of the school have everything to say, but you're not the principal.
Yes.
And at the
Or
end
the
of the
teacher.
day, and at the end of the day, the principal has to run that school, and everybody with all of their criticisms have everything to say, but at the end of the day, they don't have the responsibility
Some of the people
of
who are
running
giving the problem
school.
to are always having a problem. Them used to give you a problem at school. Go home, I'm gonna lie down. 'Cause if you're at school, you don't pay attention anyway. You get Z minus.
Some of the time when you bring in the parents, you realize why the child's so bad.
Thank you very much. And sometimes when you call the parents, they don't come. They don't turn up.
Exactly.
They don't turn up. There's nobody. So what do we do? You know what I mean?
The child
Functional.
It's a lot.
Suspension.
It's a lot.
And it has to be on the table.
Sorry, Jayan.
Yeah.
Not in agreement.
Because what are we doing? Are we just going to all plant flower seeds all over the world? As I tell people, gentle parenting only really works with gentle children.
Yeah.
You have to assess a situation on its merit.
That's right.
So, everybody just want kumbaya. Not work.
You want to be the cool mom and the cool dad.
No. And that is a problem. Therein lies a problem. Because one of the best ways you can show love to your child or your children is by disciplining them. Because an undisciplined life is not one worth living. You have to be disciplined. There are rules in hell. Because if you're good, you can't go there. Ask Satan.
Good morning, Jackson. Good morning, AM. That's all the time we have for the headlines. There's more sunrise after this.
What a greeting.
Supply all of Jamaica with the highest standard of gas products to keep you safe and well taken care of. Choose well. Choose IGL.
The time by IGL is
6:30.
We are back for season 2 of Corner Office. We are highlighting small businesses, hard-working Jamaicans who are doing their own thing in their own spaces. People who are in their role, bossing up their role.
Let's go!
Let's get it! It's not if you own the company or not, it's how you own the role. Ice cream is coming. Guess what? It is your Corner Office. Season 2, bigger and better. And guess what? You don't think it's not yet? Check it out. We're there in the place. Undercover. Easy yourself.
Welcome, the Wizard of Love. I'm here to cast a spell.
Enough people run into me on the road and I say, yes, they know me. And they say, Omar from the Virgos.
I used to listen to your music while I was studying for common entrance.
Why not? Don't do that.
That gap in third form because I didn't.
You feel like they all be a third form?
Do you miss having that life of an artist?
Boy, I gotta answer that first.
My one solution is my queen, cause she stays strong.
The man have the kind of voice.
Auto-tune.
Hold on. You take the word out of him. The man coming like him swallow. Like, bro.
The Cut, brought to you by Flo and Rare Nephew.
Now I'm where I wanna be.
People, we now waste no time.
I am super excited to be on for another season to show you the whole road.
Listen, new adventures. Slim get fluffy. cool. We're not going at it, you know. Things are only getting hotter and hotter this season.
Click, click, pow. That must tell you something.
There's a great story happening just in our backyard. We are on the Holy Road again.
Welcome back to Sunrise. Well, this Women's Month, we're taking the celebration global, straight from Jamaica to Australia, where reggae's conscious queen, Natalie Rise, is shaking up the scene once again. She's here to talk about her brand new album, Liberate. It's a sonic journey that blends tradition with progressive reggae vibes and features some of the biggest names in the industry right now. And so, welcome recording artist Natalie Rise. Good morning.
Good morning, Natalie. Rise and
Great
shine.
rising. That's right.
I like the name because it incorporates sunrise. You see how you're supposed to be here?
Yeah,
you know when things are just supposed to happen? Natalie Rise on Sunrise. You see that? With all the
Beautiful.
sunrisers.
That's true.
Absolutely amazing. Good morning to you. I mean, you're down in the land of down under, the kangaroos and the koalas. Talk to us a little bit about reggae is indigenous to Jamaica. How did you come to know and love reggae, let alone to become now a recording reggae artist?
I have to always give thanks to my mother, who is such a strong influence on me musically. She raised me on the sounds of Jimmy Cliff, Judy Mowatt, Bob Marley and the Wailers, as well as Santana, Led Zeppelin. She has such a great taste of music and really supported me from the beginning in my musical journey. She was also my first guitar teacher. And I think there is just no doubt in my mind that having grown up to the soundtrack of artists, and especially women like Sister Judy Mowatt, having that strong role model in my life, which definitely helped shape who I am and influenced me and inspired me even to come to Jamaica and really sit down and learn and absorb and share and create with like minds. And so it kind of starts with my mom, but also with the power of reggae to transcend all borders and waters and reach into the hearts and minds of little girls and boys on the other side of the planet, even to this day. So it's a powerful force.
Natalie, tell me a little bit about yourself. For instance, people see you with locks and they see you with a very Rastafari aesthetic. Is it beyond a particular look or an aesthetic? Tell us a little bit about that side of yourself and how that comes out in your music. Because of course, there's the influence of Rastafari in what you do.
Definitely. And, I think that when you are called in certain directions in life, you either choose to answer those calls or you may suppress them for a time, but you'll find that when you're open-minded and open-hearted, you will find resonance with things, people, art, communities, places, and you will be called there. And for me, Jamaica is one of those places. Definitely Rastafari culture. You can't deny the impact that the reggae music being Rastafarian music has had on the world and how much positivity it continues to share. And for me, I see it as probably the only genre in the world that is relentless in pushing messages of positivity and unity and oneness and righteousness. So these things resonated with me. As for my locks, I asked my mom if I could lock my hair when I was 10 years old. And she said yes. And to that day, I have grown into them. You know, having locks is a journey. And I was the only person even of color in my neighborhood, and then I got locks, and then, you know, I was putting extra pressure on myself, you know, in a social setting. But to me, it's just who I was and who I am. So, you know, we go on the journey and we move through the barriers, and we keep finding and we keep evolving, and we keep remembering who we really are. And as long as we stay true to our inspiration, our creativity, and our source, and pay dues and give respect where it's due, then, you know, I can't be wrong.
Well, talking about a journey, Rastafari, one of the tenets of, you know, reggae music and just being a Rastafarian or Rastafari, right, is liberation. And incidentally, your new album is called Liberate. Talk to us about the name of the album itself, and some of the features you have on the album.
So the title track is called Liberate as well. Obviously, it's the title track, and that features Sister Judy Moet. It's one of the reasons I named the whole album Liberate, because for me, coming from being a small girl to one day meeting this huge voice and presence in my life named Judy Moet, and being able to connect with her and create music together and then release that music is actually a really big deal for me. And the song that itself, Liberate, is a very conscious song. The whole album is back to front, back to start to finish, very conscious. And Sister Judy is like just the perfect voice for the song Liberate. It's also named Liberate because the theme of liberation runs through every single song, as well as I recognize that music has a responsibility to me to reflect the times. And what I see in liberation is it's a potential. It's this potential that is hanging right here for humanity, for us to really understand for ourselves what true liberation looks and feels like to us, you know, on a physical level, on a mental level, on a cellular level, as an individual, as a family, as a community, as a nation, as a human family. What does that real liberation look and feel like to us? So it's also a question. And one thing for sure is that when we realize that we as human beings have the capacity and the power to truly be liberated in ourselves, we also realize that it's not something anybody else can give to us, but something we must take back for ourselves, piece by piece by piece.
How liberated did you feel when you performed at Joe Mercer's party recently, or event recently, and performing in Jamaica? How was that? How liberating was that for you?
That was extremely liberating. It was such a joy and an honor to be able to perform a song I have with Joe for the first time at the Bob Marley Museum as part of the Joe Mercer birthday celebrations. The band was on fire. The energy is magical as always at the museum. So I was just very grateful and very excited to be part of such a special event.
So I noticed that you perform with several women. It is International Women's Month. I just wanted, you know, your take on, as a woman, as an artist in the reggae industry, especially coming up from the other side of the world. You know, what's that been like, that aspect of the Liberate journey?
I think that the more positive female role models we have on stages on an international level, the better. We see, you know, I'm somebody who is always using my platform to help others, and especially other female artists, join in or get some experience. I've worked with an amazing artist out of Kingston named Minori, and she's gone from doing some songwriting with me to being on tour with me for nearly 3 years. So building bridges in ways that can connect Jamaica and Australia and the USA, where we tour a lot, and Europe, and be able to, I would love to see some of those female artists and musicians make it to Jamaica and collaborate to Australia, collaborate over here, and vice versa. And having that female presence within the musical scene is just such a powerful representation for the younger sisters who are coming up, and they benefit from seeing other women on stage.
Well, you just mentioned, and that's great, Natalie Rise. It's International Women's Month, as Dennis mentioned earlier, and congratulations to you, and happy International Women's Month to you as well. But what message would you have, Natalie Rise, for the next generation of upcoming artists, of females who want to enter the reggae space, who want to be on stage just like you, and who want to rise and be liberated like you?
I would say, my little sisters, you must just focus on you, stay in your lane. Don't wait around for anybody to give you a green light or for anyone to hand you your dreams, because you're the only person who can go out and get them. Everything is possible. Just be ready to work hard and stay true to yourself, and you'll find that the right people will present themselves at the right time. And
amen.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Forward
Continue
ever.
to rise, continue to liberate.
Thank you very
Lovely.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you very
What part
much.
of Australia are you in, by the way?
Thank you. What did you say?
What part of Australia are you in right now?
Right now, I'm in the tropical north. It's a place called Cairns, and it's a climate that is just like Jamaica. So
okay, nice.
Comfortable.
Lovely, lovely. Enjoy, enjoy. All right, continue to
Thank
liberate
you.
the world and continue to rise.
Thank you very much. All right, big thanks to Natalie Rise for sharing her musical journey, her music with her message, her mission. Liberate is out now, so go stream it and vibe to it while we take another quick break right here on Sunrise.
We hear you speak of hope and change, then you leave no proof. Babylon, you're smart, now this is more than true. But when the people wake on up, they'll come straight after you. There's no escaping from the plans we got set out for you. You see your men, women, and children coming after you. Life with you's illusion, not reality. And for anyone who wants some peace, you name insanity. You subdue my people with stories and fantasy.
Take control of your energy whenever and wherever.
JPS, powering what matters. The time by the My JPS app is
6:45. Are you a PATH or Wards of the State applicant? Then this video is for you. Guess what? You are not required to pay an application fee. And you automatically receive our granted aid of $60,000 upon your application submission for a targeted loan. For more SLB info, follow us on all social media platforms.
There are lots of reasons to believe in a dog food brand. Great nutrition, great price, and your dogs love the taste. But what if it's also made for Caribbean dogs? No artificial colors or flavors, with an eye on the environment, so we only use paper bags. Then you will be just as happy as your dog, truly. It's true, we love dogs.
Welcome, the Wizard of Love. I'm here to cast a spell. Enough people will run into me on the road and I say, yes, they know me, I hope. And they say, Omar from the Virgos.
I used to listen to your music while I was studying for common entrance.
Why not? Don't do that.
That gap in third form because I didn't.
You feel like they all be a third form? Do you miss having that life of an artist?
Why? I can answer that first.
My one solution is my queen, cause she stays strong.
The man have the kind of voice.
Auto-tune.
Hold on. You take the word out of him. The man coming like him swallow. Like, bro.
The Cut, brought to you by Flo and Rare Nephew.
Now I'm where I wanna be.
the internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
7, 5, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Call me on the phone and make me have you get down my number. Any old time. You don't need
my number. Any old time, da 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 da. You don't need a reason. Any old season will be fine. Hi, Carly Davis.
Morning.
Good morning, powerful woman of God. Good morning.
Hey, morning.
One
All
powerful
right.
woman, them too now. A lady that I love and respect to see.
Yeah,
She's
man,
so
like
nice.
and you see her nowadays picking up our grandson.
Yeah, I love
man,
it. Whenever
nice.
I see she and Tami Khan, it's like, oh my God, look at love, look at marriage, and
Yeah.
you know, just the togetherness. I
Bless
love
up.
that representation. So good
Absolutely.
morning,
Bless up.
Colleen Davis,
Morning.
and good morning, Tommy. How
And
are you?
Bless up. Hi, Noah.
Yeah.
All right, Sunrise family. You know, sometimes in life, you just need a little guidance. You just need another opinion from an objective voice. That's where we come in. It's time for another Ask Key Tennis.
That's
where
right.
We're going to answer some of your burning questions.
But don't bother ask if you don't want the truth, because the truth is what you got to get over here.
All right.
Into the fridge.
Into the fridge we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I'm at the Grammys.
All right. I've pulled question number 5.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like my partner and I have lost our sense of fun. We don't go out anymore or try new things. How can we spice up our relationship again?
Oh, wow. Well, firstly, I would say that you have to make a conscious effort to continue to love, be in love with, and date your partner.
Yes.
Life is rough, you know, especially with kids and work and all the other things that with which you're dealing. And so you have to slot it in. Like, you have to say, listen, every last Friday or every first Friday or every Wednesday is going to be a movie night. Sometimes you even have to schedule the romance and the intimacy, because there are times when you'll be so tired and so busy that you forget about your partner. And I always say this: if the husband, happy spouse, happy house, happy wife, happy life, right? If your husband is happy and your wife is happy, then it makes everything else flow better. So you have to just make that conscious effort and Google stuff, right? And there are things, Dennis, that you can do.
Places to go.
Yeah, that are free,
Like,
that are inexpensive,
yeah.
and be creative. So watch me. Have a little picnic or date night right in the living room. Spread out a little sheet, put some little food on it, and we're gonna watch a movie. You know what I mean? Simple little things, right?
Yeah.
If you're gonna shower, we're gonna shower together on a Monday night. You know what I'm going with?
Yeah.
So those little things.
Yeah.
And if there are also problems, because I also think sometimes disagreement can really harbor, make resentment and anger come in, talk about whatever is bothering you. Because if something is bothering you and you resent your partner, you're not gonna be inclined to work with him or work with her. So clear the ear.
All right.
But yeah.
Next one, I'm gonna pick question number 1. I'm trying to get my kids to help with chores, but they always find a way to avoid it. Any tips for getting them to pitch in without turning it into a battle? All right, I'm gonna take this one. First of all, my view is the way the question is worded reveals a lot. So you're trying to get your kids to help with chores, and you're trying to get them to pitch in. The truth is that you should be making the chores. It's their chores, you know. They should own it. And from a very early age, you should be disciplining them that you are a part of a community, because that's what chores are. You're teaching them that we have a collective responsibility. This is our space, and you have a responsibility to it. I'm your parent, I'm not your slave. And so you must resist the temptation to pick it up after them. You must go and pick up these things. Go and tidy your room.
Truly.
Go and make whatever the chores that you have designed for them. And so I don't believe in pitching in. No, you have a responsibility to this house. Worse, you not pay bills in here. You have a responsibility. And I am teaching you, remember, the family is the first social institution that we are exposed to. And so it is in the family that we learn a broader sense of collective responsibility. The sense that you're part of something that is bigger than you. And so from in the family, you have a responsibility to teach them that they are a part of a bigger social system.
And so chores you're not doing us a favor.
It's not a favor. It is your responsibility to the collective.
Yeah.
So you better do them. and they need to own
a while
it.
ago.
They need to own it.
What your
And
father said.
It's not optional. Absolutely not.
What your daddy said, what your father said.
All right, hear that one, yeah. My friends are always gossiping, and I don't like it. And I'm not sure how to tell them that without looking hypocritical or making them feel bad. What should I do?
Stay away from them. Stay away from them.
But they're your friends.
Well, maybe you need to reevaluate your friends.
Exactly.
Reevaluate your friends. Listen, guys, because you and somebody are friends for 10 years or 5 years or you know them long time, it doesn't mean that you have outgrown them or they have just shrunk in such a way that no longer serves you, right?
Yes.
So maybe what you can do is either take yourself away, right? Reevaluate whether or not you want to be friends with them, or just really and truly just big one say, you know what, guys? I mean, I say we can't chat people because everybody chat, they look at chatting, right? But when you're going to religiously gossip, it's draining for me. Let us talk about something else. But if it is that some people, Dennis, you have stretched beyond their imagination, you need to find new friends.
And there are some people who if you find that these people, you only come together for the purpose of gossip, then that is a that is a toxic collective that you are a part of. Remember that the people who come to you to chat other people will chat you.
Amen, sir.
Yeah? They're going to chat you.
And if that's what they do on a regular, there is no telling what they're saying behind your back when you're not there. And that is why the person probably feel like, oh, they're going to be a hypocrite because they're a chatter after.
No, hold on. And that is a part of the thing, because why do you feel like you're going to be a hypocrite? Remember the nature of hypocrisy. Is it that you were, if it is that you're saying you were once a part of that, because that is the
connection.
The connectivity that you have, that is the commonality that brought you together, the social cohesion that holds you together, that similar disposition. And now you feel like it would be hypocritical. No, tell them, first of all. Tell them that you, because people change.
So if you used to chat people with them and gossip, and now your nervous system is telling you that something is wrong, work with it and tell them.
Tell them. I'm not feel that.
You know, I don't want to talk about stocks. I want to talk about money masterclass. I want to talk about some uplifting things. Because you know, star.
And it's okay. It's okay. So you might feel like a hypocrite the first time. But do it again. Because guess what? A part of the challenge is that why is it that why is it that you feel comfortable to come to me? To chat this person. What is it about me that you thought could give this conversation?
You just need to take away yourself. Find your people. Who you feel comfortable with. Because if you keep going around people who you feel uncomfortable, that's your nervous system, your spider senses telling you that
that's the Holy Spirit, man, telling you this is not for you. All right, that's all the time we have for Ask Kid Tennis. We hope they helped. Stick around. The news is next.
You can dial my number any old time. No, 9756431. Call me on the phone and make me have you can dial my number.
Enjoy your retirement, but only one account helps sweeten the time. Get extra benefits with a senior savers account from CIBC Caribbean, designed exclusively for 60 years and up at CIBC. Ambitions made real.
Real fabrics, I go give you plenty healthy ways to switch up your meals. Fresh flavor that we need. A new recipe every day of the week. And look how good me feel. Come catch the vibe. Real fabrics, catch the seafood vibe.
Welcome, the Wizard of Love. I'm here to cast a spell. Enough people run into me on the road and I say, yes, they know me. And they say, Omar from the Virgos.
I used to listen to your music while I was studying for common entrance.
Why not? Don't do that.
That gap in third form because I didn't.
You feel like they all be a third form? Do you miss having that life of an artist?
Boy, I can answer that first.
My one solution is my queen, cause she stays strong.
The man have the kind of voice.
Auto-tune.
You take the word out of him. The man coming like him swallow. Like, bro.
The Cut, brought to you by Flo and Rare Nephew.
Now I'm where I wanna be.
People, we now waste no time.
I am super excited to be on for another season to show you the whole road.
Listen, new adventures. Slim get fluffy. Let's go. We're not going out, you know. Things are only getting hotter and hotter this season.
Click, pow. That must tell you something.
There's a great story happening just in our backyard. We are on the Holy Road again.
Welcome to Morning News. I'm TK Dawkins. Truckers in St. James are raising concerns over what they call unfair fines imposed on them by the police. They say they're following the law but still facing penalties that threaten their livelihoods. They took to the streets in protest. Shante McNeil has the story.
Under Section 258 of the Road Traffic Regulations, it is illegal for any vehicle's load to extend beyond a certain limit without proper warning signals. Violators can face fines up to $50,000. But on Monday morning, frustration boiled over. Truckers lined the streets of St. James, placards raised, voices echoing in defiance. They say they followed the rules, securing their loads, marking their projections, yet tickets keeps piling up and they've had enough.
30, 40 years now, we have been doing this work. Yeah. Some police got trouble with. Yes, and they say all you have to do, put your red flags on the tail. And all of a sudden from this year, a total change they have on us.
If we take up a ton of steel, as I said before, for $10,000, we are getting tickets for $50,000. It is ridiculous. We cannot manage it. They have to roll it, but we cannot do it.
They say a trailer we carry it, and trailer can't go West Green, catching all nowhere. Or we just suffer, we just park up, we have to pay a road license, insurance, tax, everything.
In the midst of the unrest, Sergeant Sean Allen stepped in. After hearing the truckers' complaints, he admitted the fines resulted from a misinterpretation by police officers. He promised to speak with his team to have the issue rectified. Similarly, Commanding Officer Superintendent Aaron Samuels says he's willing to meet with the truckers to address any further concerns.
We know that they play an important part in the development of the infrastructure landscape here in St. James. And if it is that we may need to have a meeting with them to ensure that their trucks are up to speed in terms of all the safety requirements that is required, we will and we are ready to do that.
The officer notes the rising number of road fatalities, where since the start of the year, 77 people have died in 71 crashes. Superintendent Samuel says his team is working to bring those numbers down to keep all road users safe. Shante McNeil, CVM News.
A new remote-controlled digital X-ray machine and a generator valuing over $58 million is the Health Ministry's latest equipment handed over to the Savlamar Hospital. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says these new investments in the Western region is just a representation of even greater things to come in the future. Shante McNeil again has the details.
Big changes are taking place at the Western Regional Health Authority, WRHA. The Savlamar Hospital just received a major boost, over $58 million, invested by the Health Ministry. On Friday, Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton unveiled the hospital's new remote-controlled digital X-ray machine designed for faster diagnostics and smoother workflow. It's the sixth of its kind in the WRHA. Also among the upgrades, a much-needed smart energy generator ensuring reliable power for the facility.
A massive investment, over $58 million in a generator, which will ensure that the entire plant can be served if we have an issue with GPS. And and that happens sometimes. And this was long needed, and it is fully installed and up now and running.
Beyond these additions, storage facilities have been improved, but that's just the beginning. Dr. Tufton says more upgrades are on the way.
We'll be unveiling the new development plan for South Hospital, which includes expansion of the building space. So build a new A&E, more doctors' quarters, conversion of the old A&E into more ward space. As I said in the presentation, we have done well since 2016 to 2024 in terms of more doctors. We have moved from 34 doctors to 99, more nurses from 150 odd to 180 plus, more ambulances from 3 to 6, and we could go on. Having said that, the demands on the system remains high, and so you do still have a lot of pain points, which is why we have to expand the capacity.
Shante McNeil, CVM News.
Over to sports, teenager Mira Andreeva solidified her position as the WTA Tour's most exciting rising star after pulling. And that's it for Morning News. Join us again at noon for more from our news and sports desk. I'm TK Dawkins. Sunrise continues after this.
The NWC's amnesty package is here, overflowing with a bucket full of goodies from January 2 to March 31, 2025. Disconnected for over 6 months, residential customers can get a 50% write-off. Pensioners and path beneficiaries get a full write-off on balances over 2 years. Do you have outstanding debt between 90 days and 2 years due to an underground leak? You may qualify for a 25% concession. Plus, enjoy discounts from 30 to 50% depending on your arrears. So, don't delay. Let's hear from you today. Dial 888-225-5692 or 888-CALL NWC. The NWC's amnesty package. Get your share from our bucket full of goodies. Conditions apply.
Attention motorists, it's time to switch to the T-Tag on Trans-Jam highways. Vehicles using the automated T-Tag lane are processed in seconds, so you can pass through the toll plazas far quicker. The T-Tag makes it quicker, more cost-efficient and safer for our customers, so switch to the T-Tag today and experience the convenience. T-Tag packages are discounted to only $1,500, including a $500 toll credit from now until March 31st.
Where the difference is made. Where titles are decided. Where respect is earned. Excel here and you could go down in history. It's the final third. CVM TV's weekly JPL preview show every Sunday, starting 30 minutes before our live broadcast. Get insight, analysis, and hear from your favorite players weekly, just before we bring you our feature broadcast for the day. Move from defense to attack and join us in the final third. This and every Sunday until the end of the JPL season.
Sports should be fun. Sports should be interesting. Sports should be entertaining. Sports should be riveting. This is CVM Sports. I'm Jordan Flint.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Yo, friend, you're the voice of Alliant to represent for CVM C-Tapping. Me and the girl, them bubblegum. Me and the girl, them bubblegum.
Thanks for staying with us. Well, we have a really important and timely conversation today that's touching the lives of many families across Jamaica. Recently, the Bustamante Hospital for Children made a significant update to its policy allowing parents, guardians, and caregivers to request overnight stays with their hospitalized children. Well, this comes after growing calls from caregivers and a petition launched by the Office of the Prime Minister, which has already gathered over 11,000 signatures.
Right, but there is a big question there, Dennis, and viewers. Should this overnight stay be considered a privilege that parents need to request, or should it be a guaranteed right for every parent with a sick child? We're joined this morning by medical doctor and attorney at law, colleague and former classmate, Dr. Sinu Ade Lee, who's been closely following this issue, and she's here to break it down all for us. Good morning, Doc and Counsel. How are you doing?
Good morning, friend.
Yes,
how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. And
Thanks for having me.
you know, to all the mommies and all the daddies, caregivers, and all the persons who have signed this petition already, it just goes to show that this is an issue that is it's a hot button issue for many persons. But talk to us about the genesis of it all and what really is this policy all about?
Okay, so you know, the first time let me just give a backstory. So ever since in medical school, I would have felt very strongly about this issue, right? And then this petition came up where this parent actually experienced it and as a result of it decided to launch this petition on the Office of the Prime Minister website. And this petition is basically saying, just recently, he's had this experience where he was not allowed to stay with his child. He also gives us details on other children who were crying, other parents who were torn away from their children in this institution, right? So once this happened, of course, being passionate about it for so long, it obviously triggered in me a desire to push it as hard as I can to get this policy to be changed.
So as of before the petition was launched, parents were not allowed to stay with their children at the Bustamante Hospital for Children?
Yes, parents were not allowed. And even the way that Sarah has replied to it, it's suggesting that the policy has always been and the option has always been available for parents to stay. But it's a little disingenuous because no parent has been given this option, right? So when your child is being admitted, they're told these are the visiting hours and you must leave. So much so that since this article, you know, many people have reached out to me to say, you know, I was escorted by the security to leave and, you know, I was really ripped away from my child while the child was crying. So we know that this is not a policy that the staff is actually, you know, making persons aware of. That's number one. And number two, really and truly, this is a right.
Yes.
And we're not looking for your... It's not a privilege. It's not a privilege.
Tell us.
Right. So, I mean, as the Charter of Fundamental Freedoms, Rights and Freedoms, right, provides for children to have a very specific protection. They're supposed to be protected, right? And we know that as a child, when you are in a hospital situation, you're emotionally, physically, and psychologically affected by being torn away from your parents.
And surrounded by strangers.
Surrounded by strangers. In the most vulnerable time of your life, and especially when you're sick, you're even more vulnerable, right? So children are vulnerable by virtue of them being children. And they're also more vulnerable because they're sick and more dependent, want to stick on to their parents because they are sick, right? So we know that this can cause long-term trauma, right? This actually lengthens their hospital stay. This increases the negligence in the hospital because medications will be missed. Children will be given things that they're allergic to. Children don't know these things. They can't speak up for themselves. They can't advocate for themselves.
So if they have a parent, they're present.
The parent must
they can
be present,
that middle
right?
person to regulate.
So you and I know without consent, that is assault or battery, right? So a lot of things are being performed, a lot of procedures are being performed on our children in the absence of the parent. They're not asking permission, and even parents don't realize that every single procedure that is performed on their child should be done with their consent. But they come back and they hear, oh, we did a CT scan, oh, we did a this, we did a that, we did a that on your child. And it should not be so. It should not
Help
be so.
us to understand, how do we operationalize a right in this instance? Put on your doctor hat. I've been to Buster a few times. Thankfully, I've not had, as a parent, the need. And unless you're in the situation, you don't really understand, even if you've been proximal to the situation. But in terms of just the dynamics of, for instance, Bustamante Children's Hospital. So your child is having a medical emergency. You take your child to you're there. Are you to stay one side and wait? Are you allowed by the child's bedside per se? Is there a time by which you need to leave? What usually obtains? The mother and father or the caregiver have to go home and come back, or change and come back, or they tell you, I'm going to sleep out in the car, I'm not leaving. How does it work? And then to make it now that it is a right, what do we put in place?
Right.
What needs to be made different so that it can work?
So, first of all, I mean, what you're describing is basically how it is. A lot of parents are marginalized, and I think the marginalization it's much more severe than it needs to be, right? Because we do need to be there to support our child, to even get a blood test. To bring them around a corner and traumatize them is another thing that every parent should stand for and say, no. I'll hold my child's hand, and I need to witness what you're doing, right? This is another thing that traumatized me as a medical student, as a young doctor, to see how a child is being treated when the parent is not present, as opposed to when the parent is present, all right? Because we have voiceless children. We always need to keep that in mind, right? So, yes, parents are put aside. Parents are told to leave at a certain time, and yes, a lot of people will end up staying in the parking lot to try to stay as close as possible. However, what we need to, we need to think less about what infrastructure needs to be in place and kind of focus on the fact that this is a basic human right. We have to protect our children. If we treat them less, knowing very well that the studies have shown, maybe we can say that we were ignorant to how severe this could have harmed someone, but I'll say this: a basic human right is basic because we feel it. We don't need to look it up. We don't need to find it in the law. We feel it. We know it. You witness it, and you just know this is not wrong. This is not right. Do you understand me? So let's say that there was some ignorance to how severe it was really affecting children, because I'll tell you, people have reached out to me and honestly can recount their experiences from when they were 5 and had to be hospitalized, when they had to go through it. So this is a lasting trauma psychologically that we cannot stand for.
But sorry to interrupt, but time is of the essence, right? But I want to say that this is something that we all, parents, everybody, every well-thinking human being should be a part of this and be championing this cause. How do we rally behind this cause? Where do we sign up? What do we need to do to get this as a right, not as a privilege per se, just to make sure that every child is taken care of and that every parent or caregiver is allowed to be there with their child.
Right. So, I mean, the petition is a start, right? So once you get enough signatures, 15,000, and I think one of the things we need to mention is when you sign this petition, go into your email to make sure that you get the authentication link in order to be counted, because we have a discrepancy in who has signed this petition. And once we get a response from the Office of the Prime Minister, if it is not suiting, if it's not honoring our children and actually protecting them, then we would have to go forward and mount a constitutional challenge to the policies in all of our children's hospital, except at UWI. At UWI, you're able to stay with your child.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You understand me? So it's not about the infrastructure that needs to be put in place. It's we can't do any less than this. Yeah. Whatever you have,
that is why
we
I'm
have
wondering,
to
like,
work
so,
with it.
So why not just say, okay, it is, and it is.
It is, right. Bring your chair, bring a little fold-out beach chair, whatever it is. We don't have chairs, but you can. And you can make it what you want. A lot of people will say, oh, you know, the parents are going to, there's not enough space. The parents might be unruly, da-da-da-da. Okay, but it is a right. Now, you, as an individual, can have that right taken away from you
if you violate.
And if you are affecting the rest of the public.
Right.
But you have a right. We can't take it away from you and then decide who we give it to willy-nilly like that. That's not. That's
okay.
You know, leading to biases and other things.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
And at the end of at the root of it is protecting our children and ensuring that they are not traumatized, right?
Exactly.
Because traumatized and broken children turn into traumatized and broken adults.
Exactly.
And these kinds of hospital visits can have long-lasting effects. So is there a website? Where is the link? Where do we need to sign?
Jamaica
and is there a cutoff point?
So I believe that the petition, you have three months in order to get enough signatures, and we're almost there. But as
April
I said, there's
30th
that
is a cutoff point. I get to understand, yeah.
So there's that discrepancy, right? Because a lot of people are not clicking that link to authenticate their email address. So they need to do that, because even though you may have over 20,000 people that have signed, only 11,000 is being counted. So first of all, that's the way to do it. It's on the office of the Prime Minister.
With disabilities. Like, I don't even think the hospital is probably staffed enough to pay attention to each and every child. So having a parent there, Dennis, is actually inherent to your benefit, because the parent can actually watch. If the drip done, you can say, nurse, the drip done, or doc, so on. So, you know what I mean? So to me, I'm helping you too.
Yes. And in some countries,
you're not getting me out.
Yeah,
you're not getting me out.
Yes, because instinctually you know that it cannot work this way. In some countries they actually insist you don't have a choice. In some countries you have to stay.
Dennis, you see certain topics like that. You understand?
I just don't see how it's
my husband right now, he must say, baby. Yeah, me just see what now. I see you, honey. That part, right?
No, it's not gonna happen.
Guys, parents all, let us go on www.opm.gov.jm/participate and get this petition signed.
And then go into your email
and check
and tick so that you can be properly counted. Click that link so that you can be counted.
Please stop what you're doing right now. And parents, don't say that you might have never had a cause to go to Bustamante, but don't think that it will never happen to you. It will never happen,
yeah.
And even if it has never happened to you, it doesn't mean that it should happen to any other child. Let us all come together and let our voices be heard in this very practical way to get the change that we want to see. Big ups to Kingston Parenting Group, all the mommies, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, girls, hello. Who run the world? Moms and dads, okay?
So
all the daddies there.
I name Parenting Group and I just Moms Mary at that, but
it's just really moms, honestly.
Dennis, just relax.
No, it named to call it Kingston Moms Group then.
We'll see if we can make an allowance for you.
It's Kingston Moms Group, that's its name.
That's not the name of our group?
It named Kingston. Well, that is what it is in its spirit and execution.
So then it starts out Kingston Parenting Father Edition or the Father chapter.
Jamaican dads.
Yeah. Start that chapter. You know what I'm saying?
But that would be the quietest group and nothing would happen. So let us not even go there.
Father God,
our guest has been Dr. Zinu Ade Lee, medical doctor and attorney at law. Coming up next, we'll be networking with the Premier Club. So be sure to stay tuned for that and more on Sunrise.
Nice.
Answers in the mirror.
Priority for the Jamaica Customs Agency. The JCA will remain vigilant and resolute in effectively fulfilling this mandate. The time brought to you by the Jamaica Customs Agency is 7:15 a.m.
If you get $3,600 right now, where do I buy with it? If you never say Trans Jamaica Highway shares, then we need to talk. We drive on the road every day, but how many of us actually own a piece of it? How many of us own the road? At NCB Capital Markets, we believe wealth should be for everybody. That's why we're proud to be the lead broker for the Trans-Jamaica Highway Limited offer for sale. There's up to $9 billion in shares up for sale. So whether you're a taximan, farmer, teacher, office worker, it no matter. All Jamaicans have a chance to invest. And the best part, the minimum buying is 1,000 shares. So you see the same 3,600 me asked you about earlier, you can use it to start build your future. So nobody wait till the traffic pile up. Download the prospectus and apply at goipo.jncb.com today, and we'll put you in the driver's seat on the highway to wealth.
Pizza or burgers? What about pizza and burger patties?
Drop it again! We are back for season 2 of Corner Office. We are highlighting small businesses, hard-working Jamaicans who are doing their own thing in their own spaces. People who are in their role, bossing up their role.
Let's go!
Let's get it! It's not if you own the company or not, it's how you own the role. Ice cream is coming. Guess what? It is your Corner Office. Season 2, bigger and better. And guess what? You think it's not yet? Check it out. Put the end of the place. Undercover. Easy yourself.
Joining the Premier Club is like game change. I'm so excited for the new experiences, connect with different business leaders, learning from the best, and taking my personal brand to the next level.
For me, it's about the opportunities, the workshops, then chance to represent this brand. Guys, so many on this chance. I love that the Premier Club brings together people who are passionate, driven, ready to make an impact. Energy here is much.
Good morning, everybody. Glad to have you back with us. Good morning. A special morning to Miss Unica Lewis. Good morning to Althea Lewis. And everybody visiting, you know what I mean? All the people that were there foreign. And big up to the people that would just get them green card and get them citizenship and can come back to Jamaica and look for them mother and them pick them and them granny. Big up to Uno. I know it feels so liberating because they are foreign all along and couldn't travel, couldn't move. I know you get the book. Oh my God.
It's a feeling.
It's a great feeling. What a feeling to be dancing on the ceiling. Big up to Uno. I know it feels good, right?
Definitely.
And if you don't get your book yet, God soon send it. The green card soon coming out of the mail. Just go and pray, go and hold the faith, and trust me, it's going to come through, okay? So, on God. All right. Now, this morning, we're talking about the success that we all want, which we were talking about earlier, Dennis, right?
Yes.
But, you know, your network can determine your network. Remember how we were talking earlier about the friends, the question regarding friends who gossip? And who
sometimes you need to
change your circle. Exactly, right? Now, guess what? The Premier Club is here to make sure that you stay on top of your game and that you are part of the top players in whatever industry you are in. Now, this exclusive network is designed to connect young, ambitious professionals with top corporate brands, creating endless opportunities for growth, collaboration, and success. Membership manager of the Premier Club and marketing lead is at Change Company. Blair Milan Whittingham is our very special guest here to connect us this morning with progress, good life, and good people. Productive people. Your network is your net worth. How are you doing, Blair Milan?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm magnificent. Thank you so much for asking. We like this conversation because it is just so serendipitous that we were a viewer wrote in a question to us about, you know, friends who are always gossiping and they no longer feel good about being a part of that group. And so sometimes though, when you want to find people of like mind, it can be difficult. Right. So talk to us about change and what is it that you're bringing the change that you're bringing?
Okay, so ChangeCo is a marketing firm, and the Premier Club is actually a service that we provide. So the Premier Club is a corporate ambassador program that we seek for young individuals who are professionals between the ages of 18 to 29 who are looking to elevate themselves and for self-development and elevate brands, corporate brands. So that's basically what it is that we do.
How do you identify the young professionals, or what kind of a young person who might be watching this and might, do I qualify? Do I, would you be trying to pair people with?
Okay, so we request a resume as well as your, a full body photo and a headshot. And then once those are sent in, we would do our shortlist process, and then we do an interview. And from that, then we'll know, so it could be a university graduate, they could be currently in school, they could even be a creative at heart. And based on that process, we will interview and decide who is best fit for the role.
So what are some of the roles that people are vying for?
Well, so it's more of you're like being a host or a hostess. So it's not just females. So let's put it that way. It's male and females who can be a corporate ambassador for the Premier Club. So they would attend events and network with people, network with big brands, CEOs, CFOs. So there are tons of opportunities that you can gain from this, as a young person.
What was the gap that you identified that you were trying to fill in designing this program for young people?
Well, okay, so usually people will hear corporate brand ambassador and they assume it's a promo girl or a promo guy, and we wanted to set that apart from that. We wanted to be different. We wanted the program to have longevity so that people can join this program and say, I did this for 5 years and I gained a job opportunity as a result, based on an internship, that some conversation I had while I was a host, so we want people who are bright, energetic, intelligent, and ready to be trained, because we also provide voice and speech training as well.
So it's not just that they're at these events. Are they serving the people?
They're not really serving. They're being an ambassador for the event. So we try to do like we try to have them do a process where they are learning about the brand that they are working for, right? And so they're able to answer certain questions for the brand. So for example, a brand manager comes and says, okay, you need to know that this is what the brand does. They are able to answer those questions. And if they're not, they can say, I'll have someone that can, answer this question for you.
So for instance, say I'm representing my organization and I'm attending this particular function.
Right.
What's the experience going to be like? So these persons in the branding, in the company's uniform, I'm looking at St. Mary's. So they're probably going to be walking around, engaging me in conversation.
Yes.
Yes. And so when I ask them about this new flavor of St. Mary's,
they should be able to answer that question.
Okay.
Yes. They may not know everything, but they should be able to answer the question.
So it's not just handing a banana.
It's not just handing a banana chips.
Okay.
You have to have some form of know something about the product.
So how long does the training normally take, or how does it?
Well, it's a constant thing. So we don't just train one time. As I said, we're trying to make the program into more of like a mentorship program, where young professionals can grow from this program. And it's not just, okay, I'm a host or hostess or, for lack of a better term, bottle service person or whatever. It's not that. So, they come to help to elevate the brand. It's for brand awareness, brand building. That is exactly what we're trying to achieve.
And so how does one acquire membership?
Well, in terms of the brand or the actual person?
No. So a young person saying, okay, I want to become a member. I want to join that.
You want to join the Premier Club.
Yeah.
So, okay, as I had mentioned before, they could email their resume, a headshot, and a full body photo to Premier Club at ywhispercc.com, or you can contact us at 876-231-7690.
And suppose I'm a professional. and the young professionals who I work with, might want to be invited to the events that your Premier Club, is it just for those persons? What about in terms of the professional environments, that persons might be also interested in, these networking events that do you put on the events, or do you facilitate companies putting on the events?
Both.
Oh, okay.
So, as I said, we are a marketing agency, so we are required sometimes to assist in putting on these events.
Like a mingle or something.
Right, like a corporate mingle, or even a press conference, anything like that. So yes, Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
That's fine.
So we do sometimes put on the events, and yes, we are also asked to attend these events with our Premier Club members. So imagine like if you're putting on an event, if I'm putting on an event or a launch, and I'm going to call them because I need 10 young people to engage to the people. So they're like conversation catalysts, and I'm gonna hire you to bring your tribe of young people to scatter. It's like event. Seasoning at my event to make sure that people aren't standing there bored.
Or when you're presenting me with the wine, you can tell me about the Prosecco.
Exactly.
You can tell me that, it's actually from our champagne, it's from this region. It actually has some fruit, and some tannins and and you can talk about it. Okay. And it actually pairs very well with some salmon or some steak and so on, instead of just here you go. I understand. Yes. Okay, that's nice. How long have you guys been around?
Well, it was originally started by Y Whisper, which is a member of Change Co. in 2019, and so it's a rebranded effort now. Yes.
All right.
Okay, all right. Where are you on social media? Where can persons find you?
Our pages are change.co on Instagram and Y Whisper CC on Instagram.
Well, CCU at the Premier Club event, and if you are a young professional,
Why whisper? Speak up.
Yes, you gotta get Premier, right? So if you're interested, link up Blair Milan, man, and step out.
Sounds good. Thank you very much, Blair Milan Whittingham, for stopping by. If you're a young professional looking to level up, the Premier Club might just be for you. It might just be your next big thing. Speaking of young professionals, guess what? I heard that we have some freshers in the building. I see some freshers about the place.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Hello, somebody. Our freshers hype, though.
Our freshers, them always hype.
Our freshers buzzy bad. Thanks to all the people who sent their messages on. They loved us. You know what I'm saying? I love you too, guys.
Yeah. All right, breakfast is served. It's coming up right after this.
You come up to eat before we go to school. You see that? Bing-a-ling-a-ling. School bell ringing. It's back to school again. Can't learn for that.
Where titles are decided, where respect is earned. Excel here and you could go down in history. It's the final third. CVM TV's weekly JPL preview show every Sunday, starting 30 minutes before our live broadcast. Get insight, analysis, and hear from your favorite players weekly, just before we bring you our feature broadcast for the day. Move from defense to attack and join us in the final third. This and every Sunday until the end of the JPL season.
Welcome, the Wizard of Love. I'm here to cast a spell. Enough people run into me on the road and I say, yes, they know me. And they say, Omar from the Virgos.
I used to listen to your music while I was studying for common entrance.
Yeah. Why not? Don't do that.
That gap in third form because I didn't.
You feel like they all be a third form? Do you miss having that life of an artist?
Boy, I can answer that first.
My one solution is my queen, cause she stays strong.
The man has the kind of voice.
Auto-tune.
You take the word out of him. The man coming like him swallow. Like, bro.
The Cut, brought to you by Flo and Rare Nephew.
Now I'm where I wanna be.
In a world where innovation meets tradition, agriculture is evolving like never before. From the latest sustainable farming technologies to age-old practices passed down through generation, agriculture is
precious to me.
I love the animals. I don't mind getting my hands dirty. I love working.
Join us right here on CVM TV every Sunday during news at 7 as we explore the people, the science, and the breakthroughs that are shaping the way we grow, eat, and live. You don't want to miss it. This is Farming Forward.
It's a good thing I'm built for heat because I'm hot. Ooh. I'm hot. Ooh. And you're hot too.
Smoking.
Don't look at me, Paul. Why you looking at me? Why you over there looking at me? Why the whole standing here? Why you over there looking at me? While your whole standing there? Okay, all right. Thank you. Thank you, folks. We just came back from the break.
No Diddy.
No Diddy. All my days. And of course, you know what? It's time for some experiment. I see lots of things before me.
This thing quick and fast.
Quick and fast, fast and quick, please and thanks. So guys, right now we're in the kitchen and we're gonna make ourselves a little breakfast. They say breakfast is served and we have to serve ourselves really, right? And right now Dennis is going to try to outdo me. Right?
Not really,
because
man.
Dennis thinks he's a better cook. Dennis, you can cook?
I can cook.
Okay, great, fabulous. I love a man who can cook, right?
I can cook, man.
And you ever hear about sweet and sour corned beef?
I've heard about it.
Yeah.
I've heard about it.
Yeah. Okay. So
but you've been fool around it, so
yeah,
but I've heard about it.
I've heard about it too.
Yeah. All right.
So Paul is here.
What is the story? What is going on here,
Paul?
What's
going on, Paul?
Here's what's going on, all right? So first of all, we have two sides. We have sweet and we have savory.
Okay.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip a coin.
All right.
Head for sweet, tails for savory. Yeah?
All right.
And when I flip the coin...
Hold on, no. You're going to flip and whoever wins gets to pay. Because... How do you going to allocate the sweet and savory after you flip?
Oh, so you want to choose? Okay, fair enough. So whoever wins, you choose whether they want sweet
me like
or
tails
savory.
Me like Ed's or tails. Me like Aki or Toto. That me like.
Well, so then
Aki or Toto. Come, we don't say Koto.
So after I flip the coin and whoever wins choose?
Heads.
You guys are going to make me the best.
You would.
Meal you can, and I'm gonna choose the winner. We have a prize for you guys. Yeah, we have a prize for you guys.
All right, flick it. Roll like a dollar kind. Roll like a 10 cent.
Heads.
We have heads. Dennis, which side to choose?
Yeah, I'll choose this.
All right, go ahead. Yeah. So Dennis chooses savory. Miss Kitty has sweet. Guys, you have limited time.
That you never want to come see I look on it, so me just...
It's okay, it's fine, it's okay.
Are you having limited time?
Yeah.
So who is timing us?
I'm timing you.
Okay, so this is coconut milk right here?
Yes, it is.
Okay, great, all right.
Correction, it's almond milk.
All right. Right, okay. So...
All right.
Are we going to exchange breakfast? Is that what we're doing?
No. You guys are serving me the breakfast.
Oh, we're serving you. That's hot.
Yes.
Hey.
Whoever serves me the better breakfast.
Anybody have any single Bible? I want to put some in here. It's healthy for Paul. That it is. Right. All right, so all of you right so.
Dennis, you know what you're doing.
All right. Get look sweet and right just so.
All right, guys, you have 2 minutes, 50 seconds to go.
Oh my God.
That's a lot of time. Come on.
You can just
That's a lot of time.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, I want to right so.
Cook the look full.
Yeah.
So Dennis over there mixing up.
Okay. All right, so that's what we're doing right now. All right, good
Dennis,
job.
you're a singer while you cook, Dennis.
Good job. Then we're gonna put the lid.
Dennis, focus.
Focus. I want to focus on a locus. Why is this lid? Okay, don't. Okay, good job. All right, so making a smoothie right here.
All right.
All right.
Do you do this on the regular, Miss Kitty?
I actually don't. Yeah, but I know how to turn things on.
That looks so
I know how to turn things on.
Yeah, baby. Behave.
Yeah, come on, it blend out good. You understand? Yeah.
Let me over there, mix.
All right, okay.
All right.
I remember when Doctor came. Guys, if I had vanilla or
Yes.
some cinnamon, I would have put it, but I did not get it on my thing, okay?
Excuses.
I'm telling you, going down.
Guys, we have 1 minute and 30 seconds to go.
All right, look how this rich and nice.
All right, that does look good. I'm not even gonna lie.
I wrap my little garnish.
I'm not even gonna lie.
See that? Watch that style there. Look at garnish right there. So, I'm gonna look a plate. Watch this. Health and wealth. Catch this right there. So we don't put melon
Oh my gosh,
in
all right.
smoothies. You have to eat by itself. And breakfast.
All right, creative.
You see that?
All right, Dennis, you have a
guys,
minute left.
look at my healthy breakfast. A smoothie with melons. Okay, Danielle. Right there.
Dennis, you have a minute
Because you don't
to
put melon
go.
in smoothies. It's going to ferment in your gut. We don't want that, okay? So I'm serving the melon and this wonderful smoothie packed with antioxidants, okay? Protein and potassium, okay? Gives you energy, right? Okay. Dennis, all right. Okay, great. He's cutting through.
I'm on a
right?
plate.
So, sorry.
You took the one plate when we did have.
Oh, sorry. You have to serve a napkin. No worry yourself, a bush meal.
Pablo, as a general.
As a general. Okay, Pablo,
all right, you can stop the timer. You can stop the timer, guys.
See that?
All right,
I was so long done. Look at this, guys.
It's time to sample. Let me see what's going on for the melon. Yeah?
All right. What do you take? Wash out.
All right, the melon is good.
I know. Thanks. It comes from the farms of South St. Elizabeth.
Guys.
Yes.
Do pray for me. Thank you. First of all, I love the presentation.
Thank you so
but
very
it's all
much.
about the taste, all right?
Very well.
This is actually good. I'm not even gonna
Thank
lie.
you so very much. That's right. I got it.
All right, this is good, guys. This is good.
I got it.
All right, this is actually good.
Thank you so much.
There you go. There you go.
God, nobody hungry.
Nice.
Bread, I look dry.
I don't mean bacon.
Dennis, I don't bake. Wipe off your butt. Let me give you some.
There you go.
Napkin. Yeah.
Thank
you
you,
have to
my
serve
friend.
people with napkin, Dennis.
This is actually really good. I'm not even gonna
Who is
lie.
the winner?
I can't swallow, but
Yeah.
I need some water.
Drink
Let me
some
have
more,
of this
Jules.
smoothie.
Drink some more smoothie. Yeah. That's called the Miss Kitty.
All right, I'm not even gonna lie. Only because Dennis's bread is dry. Mrs. Kitty. Guys, Mrs. Kitty is the winner. There you go.
Thank you.
Tip Sunrise.
Thank you so much. I'd like to thank God for this wonderful opportunity. I want to say thanks. And I'm going to share my prize with Dennis because after all, he tried his best. He is not a baker and he did make a great sandwich, okay? And that's what it's all about. So thank you.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, winning together. Winning tennis. Yay! Good job. So that's all the time we have for our breakfast challenge this morning. We're going to head to another break while Paul empty esophagus and him trachea and him larynx over there. Yeah. And when we come back, it will be time for some friendly competition with Sunrise Freshers, brought to you by
Sunshine Snacks.
That's right. Stay right there.
This is the Aedes aegypti mosquito that spreads the Zika, chikungunya, and dengue viruses. Search for its breeding sites and destroy them.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
The time by the Ministry of Health and Wellness is 7:45.
Pizza or burgers?
What about pizza and burger patties?
Drop it again!
Hop
Jump into action this Easter with a loan from Chris and Charles. Borrow $575,000 or more with payments starting at just $12,595. Whether you're renovating, consolidating debt, or investing in your future, we've got you covered with fast processing, unbeatable rates, and exceptional service. Better hurry. Just like Easter buns, this offer won't last. Call 876-926-0609 or visit chrisandcharles.com today. When you think loans, think Chris and Charles.
CVM TV and live Jamaica Premier League action on a Monday night. A match made in heaven. We call it Monday Match Night. Catch all the hard-pounding JPL Monday night action from now until the end of the season on CVM TV's Monday Match Night. Matchday Mondays at 7:45 p.m. with a rebroadcast Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Nothing else can quite match up. Monday Match Night, powered by Sunshine Snacks and ABC Electrical.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
People, we now waste no time.
I am super excited to be on for another season to show you the Holy Road.
Listen, new adventures. Slim, get fluffy. Let's go. We're not going out, you know. Things are only getting hotter and hotter this season.
Click, pow. That must tell you something.
There's a great story happening just in our backyard. We are on the Holy Road again.
They're Feud's biggest fans.
We love
Y'all gonna have to get some fans. Join the club.
So I decided to do something special.
But it really matches his skin. Which is scary.
Family Feud.
I look like a tattoo on this big Italian dude's chest.
Brought to you by
SLB empowers my future.
Good morning and welcome back to Sunrise. You know you're seeing me, so it's quiz time and it's time for another Freshers brought to you by Sunshine Snacks. Today we have York Castle High. They take the center stage, the teachers versus the students, and we're going to see who will come out on top as the winners of Freshers this morning. Are you ready? Yes. Are you ready? Yes. All right, so let's go to our contestants. I'm going to start with the students. Just introduce yourself, your name, and a Freshers fact about you.
Okay, so my name is Tami Mackenzie, and I've been playing the piano for 13 years.
You're good at it?
Yes, I am.
Lovely. Next.
My name is John Davis, and I think I'm my grandmother's favorite.
Wow. Hi, Grandma.
Hi, Grandma.
My name is Jordan Suarez, and I'm a twin, and I'm actually 1 minute older than my brother.
Oh, wow. Wow. So let's go to the teachers. Okay. And students, yes.
Okay. Hi, my name is Ariana Atkinson, and I am the head programmer for the junior robotics team at our school. Yeah.
Bright, girlie, bright.
Yes. Hi, morning. My name is Jaime Dennis, and a Freshers fact about me.
Yes.
I like to dress well.
All right, sir. All right.
And finally, I'm Mr. Johnson from York Castle, and I'm a self-proclaimed artist.
All right, lovely. So we have 2 rounds this morning, the multiple choice round and the visual round. So if you know the answer, the first team to buzz in will get the chance to answer. If you interrupt me, you have to read my mind and answer the question. So are we ready? Yes. All right, so question 1. What famous Jamaican landmark is known for its natural limestone caves? Is it the Green Grotto Caves, Hope Gardens, Rose Hall Great House, or Fort Char?
Green Grotto.
Green Grotto.
Green Grotto.
Green Grotto. All right, that is correct. What is the longest river in Jamaica? Is it Rio? Mm-hmm. All right.
Rio Mino.
That is it, boy. You're bright. That is it. That is it. Where is the Giddy House located? Is it Spanish Town, Trelawney, Stony Hill, or Port Royal?
Port Royal.
That is correct. Teachers, what is going on here? What is going on? All right. So what is the chemical symbol for water? Teachers.
H2O.
That is correct. Finish the Jamaican proverb. Cockroach no business.
In pole fight.
How you know that? How old are you? That's correct. All right. So, dash is the ratio of the circumference to the diameter of a circle.
Pi.
Pi.
That is correct. You're right, sir. What is the next prime number after 5? Is it 6?
7.
All right, twin. 7 is right. What is Jamaica's most valuable mineral export? Is it?
Bauxite.
That is correct. Which Caribbean island is closest to Jamaica?
Cuba.
That is incorrect. It's actually the Cayman Islands. All right. Finish Jamaican proverb. See and blind?
Hear and deaf.
That is correct. What is 9 times 12?
108.
Yes, all right. All right. Which Jamaican movie is inspired by the Jamaican bobsled team's Olympic debut in 1988 Winter Olympics? Is it Cool Runnings? That is. Oh, you know that. Who told you that? Who told you that?
I think that's my mom's favorite movie.
Okay. What is the process by which plant makes their food?
Photosynthesis.
You're not even waiting. Yes, sir, that is correct. And the last one in this round. Finish the Jamaican proverb. What sweet nanny goat?
A grown in belly.
That is correct. And at the end of round one, I guess we can tell who's winning. But let us see how it will change. So the visual round. So you're going to look at the monitor and identify whatever I describe. What animal is shown in this image? Let us see what's going to come up now. What animal is shown in this image? Ah, there we go.
Turtle.
That is correct. What is the name of the famous Jamaican waterfall shown in this image? Don't even think about it. Don't even think of.
Duns River.
You like to go?
Duns River.
That is, it is not Duns River. That is YS. It does not. YS Falls. Okay. So what fruit is shown in this image? All right, next one. What is the name of this famous Jamaican musician shown on the screen? I know who that is. I know. That is?
Is Beanie Man there?
That is Beanie Man. That is correct. So what is the name of the Jamaican beach shown in this image? And let's see which parish we're heading to for this picture. The Jamaican beach shown in this image. There we go. That sounds correct to me, you know. Okay.
7 Mile Beach.
That is correct. Okay. Lovely, lovely. So which of who the person shown on the screen now is a famous Jamaican athlete. What is his or her name? We're moving on. Hold on. Now, wait. Okay. What is this type of Jamaican bread called? Is it sweet, hardo, coconut, or festival? It is?
Hardo.
That is correct. All right, so a trigger warning for the viewers, please. What type of animal is shown in this image? I think Jamaicans love it. Love it? Yeah, love to hate it. Okay. All right, we're still waiting on that one. Let's go to the other one. What is the name of this Jamaican fruit? Is it mango, papaya, guava, or passion fruit? Let's wait for it to come up on the screen.
Guava.
All right. And what is the name of this Jamaican festival shown on the screen? Is it Reggae Sumfest? Is it the Jamaican Carnival? Is it Emancipation Day celebrations or Bob Marley Week? Let's look at the screen. All right, the next one. What is the name of this Jamaican dish? Is it jerk chicken, pepper pot, rice and peas, or brown stew chicken? Alrighty. So look at the screen and identify this Jamaican delicacy.
Buster.
All right, and we have come to the end of Freshers for this morning. Clap yourselves. You feel like it's you win? So this morning, our winners for Freshers is the students. Clap yourselves. You did a great job. Twin, you're bright. You're very, very bright. So we have the students on 10 and the teachers on 8. Great effort. And thank you so much for making it Freshers this morning. Brought to you by Sunshine Snacks. So to all the persons who paid at the chat, good job. We see your comments and we'll be right back with more Sunrise after this break. Thank you.
And everybody with me, yeah. Hear me have you ask, why eat other snacks when Sunshine has the best for you? Nature's best buns so crunchy, the flavor that sings to you. Salted banana and plantain, taste the freshness, naturally sweet, the flavor that sings to you.
Ayo, nature's best bunch.
For women standing tall and strong, Sagicor celebrates International Women's Day all month long. For her day, her deals. 7,500 bonus points on new Sagicor Bank credit cards. Special rates on auto loans and mortgages. Discounted trading fees from Sagicor Investments. A free dash cam or tire inflator with Ultimate Woman Auto Insurance from Advantage General Insurance. Plus, tailored products like our Sagicor Life Total Woman Life Insurance Plan. Accelerate action towards financial empowerment. Call 888 Sagicor. Conditions.
Students gave the teachers a meeting. Yes, because you're at Castle High and everybody, all the schoolers, good morning to you and big ups to everybody.
You know who's ever big up?
Who?
Coleridge Minto. He's at home. His wife heard the greeting the other morning.
Nice.
And so he's at home resting. Good morning, Mr. Minto.
Good morning, Mr. Minto. I wish you a speedy recovery. We love you and we wish you all the best. Good morning also to the police. Yes, Paul, that would be you.
Yes.
Good morning to all the police officers at the Matilda's Corner Police Station.
Yeah.
Good morning to Corporal Gardner. Yeah. And to everybody there. Yeah. To all Matilda's Corner, Matt's Corner, yeah. Police them this way, you know what I mean? Big up to all
good police, good police
officers as well. Of course, Elliston Road, aka Elliston Road, Peace them massive. All Mobile Reserve massive, you know what I mean? All police officers across the length and breadth of Jamaica. We want to big up all the police officers, police man or woman, you know what I mean? Yeah, love them, big it up, you know what I mean? Officers for good and we're citizens for good too, so.
Force for good.
Yeah, big up SSP, Dennis Brooks, you know what I mean? Anyway, you see him? Big him up from the place.
You know, say him get Wolipa greetings, especially when him in a uniform.
That's nice. The morning when I saw you come in, I'm like, oh my God, I feel so protected. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, that's nice. Well, you know what? Carifta is actually around the corner, Dennis. And
games?
Yeah, Carifta Games. Have you ever been in live?
Maybe a long time ago when it was in Jamaica. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, Carifta is around the corner, guys, and starting in April on Trinidad and Tobago soil. And we're sending a special shout out to all the athletes across the Caribbean who are in intensive training as they count down to the championship. Yeah.
And I'm looking forward because Jamaica usually dominates
Yeah,
that
we dominate
competition.
everything.
Yeah,
we jamming
yeah,
it.
yeah,
We
definitely.
jamming it.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
All right, but that's all the time we have for this morning. Of course, you know, say IT and Tami are going to be serving up a great show tomorrow. Yes. Looking forward to sitting back and watching that. Put up my foot and just enjoy
I'm telling
it.
you, yes, I'm going to be enjoying my birthday tomorrow. So yeah. I was
How are you
told
gonna
to pack.
spend it?
I don't know.
Huh?
Mr. Wilkinson has just given me orders.
Pack a bag?
Just pack. That's all
Pack a
I'm
bag?
told. I don't know. I'm just in this world as a citizen.
I'm happy for you because this is your year now where you can. Because last year, they were nice.
Oh my God!
Last year, they were nice.
Oh my God! Last year, I gotta tell you, but you know what? My baby is my gift, so and my
Yes.
husband is my gift, so I am fine. Hi, mommy.
Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
I'll definitely give you a call, but
Yes.
enjoy your day. Make
You want me to
sure
give you my
it's-
account number too so you can? Yes, sir? Yeah, I can do that.
Simple thing that.
But
In your tax bracket, really. Remember, kindness is karma. So I'm going to be